Hey everybody, Michael Waddell here for another edition of Outdoor Bites. Nate, Hosie, Randy Birdsong.
Good to see you, brother.
HeadHunters is what y'all show should be called because, man, we watch it and you don't have to watch it long. Y'all don't have one of those shows on the network where you got to sit there and wait, for 30 minutes and then, well, next week we're going to come back and we're going to see if we can get this dude. Like usually about 3 minutes in, y'all done laid something down.
We ain't waiting long. Well,
we kind of go with the concept, we want to be under 3 minutes before an arrow is launched or powder's burned. You know what I mean? That's the way we look at it.
That's right.
That's why I'm watching.
I love it. Me too.
That's why we watch outdoor TV, man. At the end of the day, I mean, we're doing exactly what we love to do.
Yeah.
And what we've done forever. I mean, that's the thing about it. And that was a cool thing. I was thinking about it yesterday, and Nate and I talk about it all the time. But when you look back at what you did on road trips and how that kind of revolutionized everything, man, we looked up to you because you went out there. As far as I know, you never ate a raw liver shirtless to get the following.
No, I didn't. Never had petroleum jelly and posed for a picture.
But in all honesty, man, like you literally showed what we're all about and what we love and what we grew up doing. And you were able to bring that and show it in a light that literally revolutionized everything. And man, we look up to you. We still talk about it to this day, man. And, but same with us. I mean, we're just out there doing what we love and doing the same thing that we've done ever since we were old enough and big enough to walk, man.
Yeah.
We love it. We truly love it. And we hope everybody that watches our show sees that.
Y'all do a phenomenal job. And, people sometimes forget who watches, these programs. Well, it's hunters.
That's right.
Guess what other hunters can quickly pick up on who is a hunter,
Sure.
and there's from time to time, there'll be some things come on. And I think, when you're watching you guys, immediately it's like, okay, whether you have an opinion or not, one thing you can't argue is the fact that you two guys love it.
100%, man.
And you get it done. It's a consistent getting it done, filling tags. Very, very rare is there a bad shot. You guys are smoking them down. And really, if I've got a show that I can sit down and watch, and I only got a couple hours sitting in the house and I can turn it outdoor channel, I'm hoping I get it with HeadHunters in there.
Shoot, we appreciate it, man.
You get a fix with it, right? You get a fix. And that goes past me liking you guys as people. It's just like if I'm looking at it from just a hunter.
And I think to go off what you guys say, take your buddy Blake, for example. He's got that song, I Lived It. And I think when you listen to that song, you can relate a lot of ways to the hunting and the outdoors. I mean, let's face it, we've got the greatest opportunity in the world to go out there and promote a sport and a heritage that we were all brought up in, whether it's from your parents, your grandparents, whoever it was that got you out there. And now we get the opportunity to go out there and promote that in a positive light, show people the good that it brings, show them the heritage. And I mean, I think especially for Randy and myself, for you and so many of our buddies, I mean, there's no chip on our shoulder.
No.
We're just thankful and humble. I mean, you want to have a chip on your shoulder about shooting a big deer or whatever, a turkey, that's great. But, as far as I'm concerned, unless you're out there, curing cancer, stopping hunger, then you can have a chip on your shoulder. We're out there getting to chase animals all across the country, promote the sport we love. I mean, we're just going to be thankful for it.
You know what I mean? And lucky enough to have a platform like Outdoor Channel to be able to get it out there. I mean, just like Hosie said, I mean, it just cracks me up to see sometimes the ego that comes with it, and it's like, man, we're out there getting to shoot deer and turkeys and elk, whatever it is, and get to do it for a living. Like be thankful, man, and it's fun for us.
You're right.
There ain't no ego. I mean, it don't need to have an ego associated with it.
It's almost shocking when you see an ego come with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I relate to what you said there because we're really just having a good time and blessed to be able to do these things. And
no
so
doubt.
when I don't know. Are we proud? Do we get pumped? Are we tickled to death?
Dang
Can
right.
we call each other and say, "Hey, man, I just got my biggest buck, and this is a buck that was on the farm that I wanted." Obviously, y'all getting behind the scenes a lot, which talking about some shows that y'all got coming. The King of the Raven, I know y'all got coming out.
Yeah.
Started with the Raven Project, and which obviously it seems to me is more about your passion for building a farm and being able to manicure it and get it to the place to where.
Man, when we
dream,
we bought that place as a family, and the cool thing is the first day I walked in there, there's like a old 1970s slab cabin right in the middle of it that, the previous owners used as deer camp. And I'm like, man, this is perfect because this is, number one, who we are. This is exactly how I grew up hunting, in the deer camps. And I was like, man, if we can bring this full circle to be able to, bring our buddies in like Hosie and you know, some different friends and really just let them experience, man, what we all grew up doing.
Right.
Like, that's who we are at the end of the day. I mean, we're not out there trying to show anybody that we're the best hunters or, you know, the greatest hunter on the earth. Like, we just want people to look into what we do and where we've come from. And
Right.
that's it, you know, and be able to
Absolutely.
grow some good deer along the way and maybe help somebody that's got, you know, a similar property or want to do something on their own property. If we can help educate a little bit along the way, but entertain and have a good time, I mean, for us, man, that's what it's about.
Maybe get old Nate out there on that 6-string.
That's right. That's right.
He's
We
gonna
know.
have something with a string on it.
That's right. We
Yeah,
know he
something
ain't
like
driving
that.
no tractor out there, so we got to keep
Exactly.
him on that guitar.
That's how I think that's how Nate got out of chopping wood. Was he just picked up a guitar and started learning how to play and sing? Like,
Hey,
hey, why don't y'all get the firewood? I'll get,
I
This
think
is
he's
no
smarter
joke.
than us.
This
I'll
is
get the
no
Hank
joke.
Jr. going.
When I was in high school, the guy who taught me how to yelp on a turkey call, I would help him roof. Like, you know, so I was playing football and stuff, so I would be up on a roof carrying shingles, and really, I had no talent as far as a builder. So really, I was just, you know, carrying the shingles up the ladder, but it was like training for football and all that stuff. So then as I got to college, ended up getting hurt in a bad wreck, went through some difficult times, and then found the guitar, and I realized in college especially, and in all things in life, a guitar is way cooler than roofing. You know what I mean? So,
Yes.
so I was like, I'm gonna worry more about
For more than one
living
reason.
and less about working. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play this guitar and go hunting.
and when you play that guitar, it attracts pretty young ladies like your wife.
That's exactly
You know,
right.
and it's
Tiffany, she's
like-
like, look, that's the man for me right there.
I remember Nick Munt. He first time he
Ah.
met Nate, he just fell in like, dude, his I think at the time was a girlfriend. Like
Yeah.
his girlfriend is beautiful, and I said, yeah, but Nate plays a guitar, man.
Yeah, and
Like,
it was
yeah.
weird too because like I look back at some of those old bone collector bashes, and there's like photos we're all having a good time, having fun, and it's like Nick and Tiff, and like I'm over here, like I look like I'm
I
not
mean,
even in
he's
the
really
picture.
only about a
I know it. It
I
was
was like
always
Nick,
Nick.
I was like, that's pretty
He's
smooth,
about
man.
a 5, but you put that guitar in his hand, he bumps up there
Yeah,
at least
exactly.
8 or 9.
Bump
you
it
know?
up a touch.
Yeah.
Bump it up a touch.
Well, I know we're running short on time, but the last thing I did want to mention, one thing that, man, was easy to become friends with you guys right when y'all stepped in the industry. Y'all are turkey men. I know y'all headhunting this big deer, elk, but man, I know without even asking, I know what's going to happen come March and April.
Yeah,
I mean,
about to get after it.
y'all gone. And y'all are, dude, y'all both are yelpers and freaking callers. And I don't know, turkey hunting's dear to my heart. And so when I watch y'all, it's like, that's my boys, man. It's
Shoot,
my
man, we
boys.
appreciate it.
Well, I
We
mean,
just-
like you said, I mean, we grew up watching that stuff, and I mean, especially, you know, growing up and when I first started filming Matt Moret and Eddie Salter
Yes.
and all those guys, you know, there was a core there. Like you said, I think you gravitate towards people who you know are real, right? And when you, if you're going to learn how to turkey call, you know, especially when we were growing up, I mean, you're watching Michael Waddell, Matt Moret, Eddie Salter, you know what I
Dang
mean?
right.
Like, so for us, you know, I remember going out with Matt and being like, oh, we're going to go hunt at Blake's place. I'm like, man, that's cool, but, you know, I look up to you. You know what I mean? Like,
Or being
I mean,
with Matt and try to say,
yeah, I
man,
look up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you guys have paved such a good path for us along the way of what hunting should be, what fun should be, you know, what friends should be. And, you know, we ultimately truly respect you guys and appreciate to be in
No
this
doubt,
space
man.
with you, celebrating the
100%.
sport that
Thank
we
you
all
so
love.
much. I tell you what, appreciate y'all's
Appreciate
humility
you, brother.
and your abilities and talents,
Appreciate
man.
you,
You
brother.
guys are some
Appreciate
of the
you, man.
great people in the industry, and dude, I can't even say how proud I am. And thank y'all for the compliments, but dude, y'all have done one heck of a job of taking the torch and just you're rocking, you're rolling, you literally. Nate really is. Hey, and Randy, when we get to go to these shows, I mean, we'll all jump up there and sing and play, but man, just appreciate what y'all doing. And
Thanks.
Same to you, man.
congratulations on the
Appreciate you.
success, and y'all keep kicking butt, man.
Thank you.
We'll be sitting in our home in our living room watching y'all, I promise you.
We appreciate that.
We certainly hope you enjoyed Outdoor Bites with me, Michael Waddell. Thank y'all for watching.